What does the Bible say about eating pork? In the Bible, specifically in the Old Testament, there are dietary laws outlined in the book of Leviticus that prohibited the consumption of certain foods, including pork. These laws are part of the larger body of regulations known as the Mosaic Law or the Law of Moses. In Leviticus 11:7-8 it states, "And the pig, because it parts the hoof and is cloven-footed but does not chew the cud, is unclean to you. You shall not eat any of their flesh, and you shall not touch their carcasses. They are unclean to you." These dietary laws were given to the Israelites as a way of distinguishing them as a unique people, set apart by God and promoting holiness. The consumption of pork and other unclean animals was considered ritually unclean and was forbidden under these laws. However, it's important to note that in the New Testament, specifically in the book of Acts, the Apostle Peter receives a vision from God that overturns these dietary laws. In Acts 10:9-16, Peter sees a vision of a sheet filled with various animals, including unclean ones, and hears a voice telling him to kill and eat. Peter initially objects because of the Jewish dietary laws, but the voice responds, "What God has made clean, do not call common." This vision was meant to demonstrate that the dietary restrictions of the Mosaic Law were no longer binding for Christians. After this vision, Peter visits the house of a Gentile named Cornelius and eats with him, which was a significant departure from Jewish customs at the time. Therefore, while the Old Testament prohibits the consumption of pork, the New Testament makes it clear that these dietary laws no longer apply to Christians. Christians are generally free to eat pork or any other food without religious restrictions.